What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Now, this is the new set. And I know you're looking at this and you're saying, this is the old set. How is this the new set? Well, if you guys didn't know, I did move and I wanted to make this, recreate this set. So I wanted to recreate it exactly the way it was before. And then I plan to have different sets throughout the house. So we'll have some different places where I'll be shooting videos. But I wanted to replicate this. I like this set. People have given me a lot of compliments on it, so I wanted to do it exactly the same way. There's only one thing missing as of right now. I don't know if you guys caught it, but the silver play button is not up yet, and that's because I just spent the last hour looking for this silver play button because I still have a lot of my stuff packed. And so this has taken me about 5 hours to do, believe it or not, just to recreate this. And you might say, well, all you need to do is put everything in the same place. Yeah, that's pretty easy. But there's some other things that I needed to set up. The computer, the cameras, and things always, they don't work the same way. And so I had some issues with that. Windows 11 is now out, which I didn't realize. And so I updated that, which meant I had to update all this other stuff. And so it's just a lot of different things going on. But enough about the set, enough about all that. I want to talk about what's going on right now. And I want to talk about this election that happened last night and the Virginia race. So we saw that Terry McAuliffe, he lost. And so Terry McAuliffe is a Democrat. He's been governor before Virginia. And so he lost. And hopefully, what we're hoping is this is a wake-up call for Democrats. And we're going to talk a little bit about what this could mean for potential this next stimulus package and potentially another reconciliation package in the near future. But first off, on this channel, we talk about news that matters. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. And like always, if you see my name and a picture of me in the comment section, make sure you see a check mark next to my name. That check mark signifies that it's me. If you do not see that check mark, it's not me. It's someone trying to impersonate me. Okay, so Governor-elect Youngkin. So we have a new governor in Virginia, and he is a Republican. And so this was one of those referendum elections. Everyone was looking at this. Do we like how President Biden is doing things? And this is kind of one of the referendum where we're looking at it and saying, well, if a Republican wins in a tight race in Virginia, that might show that President Biden needs to change what he's doing. And so that, sure enough, that's what we saw. We saw President Biden push for Terry McAuliffe. He actually was on a campaign stump for Terry McAuliffe. But guess what? Terry McAuliffe lost. So that's a huge, huge sign. And that's a huge loss for the Democrats. Now, what does this mean? So is this a wake-up call? Let's hope this is a wake-up call because we have two infrastructure bills right now that they need to pass. And hopefully, Democrats will realize, look, we need to get something done for the American people, because if we don't get things done for the American people, next year, 2022, that midterm election is going to be horrible. And so hopefully this is what they needed. This is what Democrats needed to say, yes, let's push forward. Senator Manchin, I hope he's listening. I hope he's watching all this stuff unfold, because a lot of this has to do with Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema. They wanted a big win. The Democrats wanted a big win when it came to the first infrastructure bill and the second infrastructure bill, and they wanted to do it before the election yesterday, but they couldn't. And that's why they put that vote up for Tuesday, because they were hoping maybe early morning Tuesday, they'd be able to vote on it. It'd be a good story. People go to the polls and say, look, Democrats are doing this for the American people. We want to vote Terry McAuliffe in. But it didn't happen that way, because you had Senator Manchin come out in a press conference a couple of days ago and say, I don't want to move forward. I'm not a yes vote yet. And so hopefully Democrats will realize, and we're talking about progressives and moderates, look, we need to come together. If we can't come together, then we're all going to lose in the end. And then the biggest losers are going to be the American people, because all these different benefits that they're talking about in these bills, they're not going to get to the American people if you have Democrats fighting against each other, trying to move forward with a reconciliation bill. All they need to do is come together and vote for it, and it will go. It will go. And so I don't know what's going on right now. We haven't really heard much. The election really kind of took the spotlight off everything that's going on. We know President Biden just touched down last night, so he is back in Washington, D.C. So hopefully he can start talking with Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema again to see if they can figure something out. But when it comes down to it, President Biden's poll numbers are down. This Virginia governor's race didn't look good. Terry McAuliffe lost. That's really a bad sign. And then even in the New Jersey governor's race, it was pretty tight. Okay, so it looks like Murphy will come out ahead, but that was a tight race. And Murphy's an incumbent Democrat. So that's not good. If you're an incumbent and you're running a real close race like that, that's not saying good stuff about how you're doing and how the Democratic Party as a whole is doing. So we're going to have to follow this whole thing and see where it goes. So right now they haven't set a date for the reconciliation bill or the first infrastructure bill, the vote. So they're talking sometime this week, but because they haven't set a date, I would probably see them looking at this maybe Thursday night or Friday night, maybe even over the weekend if they can't get things together. But hopefully this is a wake-up call, and I'm hoping that politicians will come out. These lawmakers, these Democratic lawmakers will come out and say, look, do you see the signs? The writing is on the wall. If we can't get things done, we're out. And so I'm hoping that lawmakers will start talking like that, because that needs to happen. You can play the hardball, or I don't want to vote, or I'm going to vote no. You can do all that. However, when it comes down to it, if you're not the majority, then you don't have any power when it comes to moving things along. And so right now, the Democrats are the majority. They need to take advantage of that. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about all this? What do you think about that Virginia race? What about the New Jersey race? Let me know down below. If you guys have any questions, also let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about my new old set, and stay tuned, because like I said, I'm going to be going around the house and I'm going to have some different sets. And so hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. And that's all I have for you guys. Hit the like button on the way out, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.